Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Hey boo. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, what it do. Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey boo. Hey boo, hey boo. Happy Monday. Welcome to Strengthen You with the Push Through. Hey boo. Okay, let me get my queen in. She on the scene.
Hey,
Hey, Queen. Good morning. Happy Monday.
same to you.
I love the smile. We in here happy. Girl, happy. Let's get the king in on the team on the scene.
Hey,
Woo, 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 woo.
What up, everybody?
Really, you gonna come in with all that energy, then be like, what up,
I know.
Hold on.
yes.
Hi,
Thank
everybody. Is that
you.
better?
Yes, that
Yes,
is so
Okay.
better. Happy Monday, sir. How you
Uh,
doing, King Wisdom?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Little hiccup this morning, but we're doing all right. Breathing,
Okay,
surviving.
right. Adaptation at its finest, because that's what hiccups look like. So
yes.
this smell is everything this morning. I don't know.
It's infectious.
Yes, it makes me just forget what I wanted to talk about because she's over here just
It looked like she had a great weekend.
right. Turn. She was lit.
No, I really didn't do nothing this weekend. I'm on vacation right now.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
I'll take it. I love
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I put myself on vacation today.
Oh, well, what you on vacation from, girl? Let us know.
Everything.
Everything.
She don't mean literal, y'all, because she still got to do stuff. Hygiene is important. You can't go on vacay.
Yeah, yeah, you can. You know, last week was spring break last week. So this
But
week,
so you telling me during spring break you didn't do no personal cleaning?
oh no, you know, spring break, I was sick, dead. I was so sick. This morning I was up at 4:30. I was ready to clean house.
Well, I'm gonna get your personal house clean and in order, honey. The spring break is over. It's time. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Okay, well I'm all right now.
I'm all right now. Sir Wisdom, how was your weekend, honey love?
My weekend was relaxing. I really didn't do much. This week is going to be busy with packing the rest of my room and getting everything ready. Yeah, it was a relaxing weekend. I didn't really do much. On Friday, went to the beach though. That was cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down there and get on that beach. Just gonna sit there
Mm.
and look.
I like
But
the way you moved back.
today, yeah, she was like,
I like the way she
Mm,
boy,
moved back in the cut just for that part too.
hmm.
Okay, Nat Courage. I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking. I had insomnia, y'all. I was thinking when I had insomnia last night, and I was like, "Ah, name. Oh, hey, Facebook user. Uh,
Go ahead, Dream. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say anything.
listen,
I'm not
during my
starting my
insomnia
week.
last night, I
I'm not.
realized that we was made like this for a reason. I realized this was purposely intended without even on purpose because you are wisdom, right? And you come and drop us with all these bomb motivational quotes and just good wisdom, like it's wisdom coming through with all the goodness, right? Hey, Salubu.
Aloha.
Oh,
So I was like, that is like, I was like, Junior was actually meant to be wisdom without even knowing he was supposed to be wisdom. It just came.
hmm.
I was thinking about courage and the fact that she's the quiet, shy, and she kind of in the corner type. And then I thought about What's them people? The Wizard of Oz, and you got the Cowardly Lion. But
Okay.
he's not really a coward. He got all this courage he's searching for. But when he search out, he out with
That's
all
the
this.
lion, girl.
And
That's the
I
lion.
know, and I'm just thinking about you, and I'm watching you explode into this lion. So I just thought about all of us, and then I'm strength because the strength is just in me. What it is. But no, I was just really thinking about us last night and how strength, courage, and wisdom came to be without even realizing we came to be. And I was like, we were meant to do this. So this was what was meant to be, and I'm just overjoyed to be working with y'all. So I had to say that y'all last night. Look up. Before I continue, guys, we go into our word of the day. Today we're going to talk about social media, but before we go into it, I want to remind you to head over to YouTube and click that link and the bell so you can get notifications when we go live. And if you're catching us on Spotify or iHeart or any of those listening platforms, we encourage you to go and catch the video because you have more fun watching us in the act of the crazy because we us. So yeah, Salute says, I am Facebook user. Everything happens for
No,
a reason.
am I Facebook? I think she's asking a question.
Oh, I don't know if you is, honey love, but I think she's actually telling us. Am I Facebook? I don't know, but she loves everything we do. So
we love you too.
Me, yes, honey. We love you too, and we appreciate you. So let's go on and get into it, guys. Our word of the day. Dun dun dun. Panacea. I think that's how you say that. Panacea.
Panacea.
What are you thinking, wisdom and courage?
I was trying to say, I feel kind of sexy today. I say panacea.
Where's got into you today?
I don't know, but she feeling sexy, she says. So she's showing herself on this Monday. Okay. So I think that's panacea. So we're going to find out because I'm just thinking about courage like panacea.
Panacea.
Okay. We're about to find out together because we're a team, guys. Monday, March 20th. Let's find out how we say this word. I don't want to support you today.
Panacea.
Hey. I was right.
Panacea.
For all of us, let's repeat that word.
Panacea.
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 Yo, you sounded like...
I'm tired of y'all.
We just sounded like when you're in school and you
That's
just
right.
like,
Now
let's
we know
say
the
the
word.
word of the day, and we're all like panacea.
That's right. Panacea. And what is a panacea? A panacea is a solution or remedy for all difficulties or diseases. Do y'all want me to read the sentence, or will somebody else like? We can all read a sentence. We got 3 of them.
Oh, we do. Oh, look at this.
I'll kick it off since I'm always putting y'all on blast, and then one of y'all can go next. Okay. Snake oil salesmen offer a panacea to cure all illnesses, but they weren't real doctors, and the products usually weren't real medicine. I don't like that sentence.
Okay. The neighbors have a wishful hope that the new traffic light on our street will be a panacea for the daily congestion.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no such thing as a panacea for all of my problems, but taking a walk every day has helped me feel a lot better than I did a year ago. That must be meant for me to read that sentence.
Okay, so let's see. Let me. Okay, we're gonna leave this definition right here, y'all, so we can all remember. It's a solution or a remedy for all difficult situations or diseases. So I'm gonna say there is no panacea for a stroke.
Oh, you just took my sentence.
Aha. Okay, I'll give you a new sentence then.
And are you okay? You okay?
Okay.
I'll go. um, Panacea. If
Mm.
Shut up, Trina.
okay,
Live
I
is so
got
much more
lightheaded.
fun.
Um, I hope when they call insurance today, they will come up with a panacea for my my transportation problem.
I
Does that
can
make
dig that.
yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Courage, your turn, Sugarfoot.
Sometimes it takes a lot to find a panacea in a relationship.
Girl, hang on. Yes, Panacea come through with the come through.
I like that word. I'm thinking bring out the Spanish side in me.
Go ahead and say it one more time.
Panacea.
I love that.
Panacea.
Hey, if you listening and you're watching and you got a word or a sentence for Panacea, please put it in the comments so we can read it on the show. I would love to read what you got for us. So let me get right into it because Black History did not stop in February. We already talked about this, so we're gonna keep going and again encourage you to put out the people in your group. Like this is my group of people. They mad.
Mhm.
Wisdom got his group, and actually Courage. Although your color's the same as mine, you kind of got your own group because you got that country flavor. I got Midwest flavor, so maybe some people I know from the Midwest, and maybe people from the southern part. We can actually get them on here too and let them know what's popping and share
Well,
the people because we want
I'm half Hispanic.
to. I hate it here. Okay, wait a minute.
No,
The
that's what we
pandemic
got
had a panacea the hell out of here for the
for the
99 and the
99s and the
2000.
2000s.
I love that.
Oh man.
I love y'all. I just want y'all to know that I am so happy that y'all took the time or are taking the time to tune into this show with us this morning. We really appreciate you and value you and your content, your comments, and all of that good stuff. But let's get into it. We got my boo. He gives us all of the glory for all kinds of stuff that the world said was bad, but it grows out the ground, and now a lot of us enjoy it. Bob Marley.
I was like, where are you going with
I
this?
thought you were talking about Junior.
I thought you would too. I was like,
Bob
okay.
Marley was born February 6, 1945, and he died May 11, 1981. So I learned something new. Jamaican singer, songwriter, musician, guitarist, and activist. His music became closely associated with the movement towards Black political independence, predominant in America and several African and South American countries. First global pop star to emerge from developing nation. And although Marley was never received a Grammy, he was recognized as a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2001.
Hmm.
Ow. Hold on, y'all. Miss Stephanie. Technology is not a panacea for all of our problems. I
Hmm.
can dig that. I love
Me
that,
too.
especially because we're talking about social media today. I appreciate you, Miss Stephanie. Our next one now, this guy, I've never seen this name. I think it's Rube, but then again, I think it's Ruby, but we always spelling something crazy. Rube. Rube Foster. I've never heard of him, but we about to learn together, guys. He was born September 17th, 1879, died December 9th, 1930. Now let's see who this man was. He was an American baseball player, manager, and pioneer executive in the Negro Leagues. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1981, and best African American pitcher for the first decade of the 1900s. Organized the Negro National League, which is the first long-lasting professional league
for the African American ball players. Founded and managed the Chicago American Giants, one of the most successful black baseball teams. And their NNL play for an exciting brand of baseball that kept fans entertained. The talent fueled the research for the white-owned MLB, which is the major leagues. However, instead of the NLL teams, which is the Negro leagues, instead of their teams being consolidated into the MLB, and their owners getting to keep their teams, they were rated and picked apart for the best of their talents. A point illustrated in William C. Roden book, 400, no, I'm lying, $40 million slaves. Oh, that's a book. So we learned something together, y'all. His name was Rube Foster. And basically, it sounds like he was one of the first African American baseball players with a team and a league that kind of dwindled down once they made it the MLB, because that was the major leagues for all of people. Well, for white people, I hate to say it like that, but back then that's what it was. So it is what it is. We've grown from that since then, and that just goes to show little things go a long way. Because now this year we had a lot of black folks all through all these teams, so the little things go a long way. So things like what we're doing right now with spreading this love and positivity through these messages with SNU will go a long way and touch some hearts and reach some spirits all over the world at some point in life. But yes, to them, salute to some black kings, y'all. Excellence. So let's get into it, because I'm excited for this topic today, because social media has been the forefront of our lives since what? Early 2000s. Did social media become a thing, and then it turned into almost a life or death thing, because you got cyberbullying and just a lot of stuff that happened with it. So before I have my spiel, let me hear what you guys feel about it. Who would like to give me their take?
Hold on. We're not going to skip motivation time with Junior.
Thank you.
I know that's right. Look at him. Look at him. King spoke up. He said,
I was ready. And she's like, we're going to go to the topic. I'm like, no, you ain't.
No, he ain't. But I appreciate you, because that's also adaptation and reminders that stroke is real if we forget stuff. And it takes a team
You forgot.
teammate to remind me that I'm human. And yes, I forgot wisdom. So motivation time. Let's go, sir.
So this week we're gonna talk about change and how change is always gonna happen in our lives, right? So right now I'm going through a change where I'm not gonna have my gym. I wrote about this today actually for my regular motivation time, but I wanted to like expound on it. Good word. I wanted to expound on it with the conversation that we're having today. So change. How do you deal with change? Good morning. How do I deal with change? You have to have a right mindset and a positive mentality to overcome changes in your life. Unfortunately, time does not stop for anyone. So when you go through these changes, you got to remember that it's part of life, right? The same way there's going to be someone bored, there's going to be someone who dies today. That's dark. Anyway, but dealing with change, you have to experience it with a grain of salt. Like, not everything is going to be this big, expounded, expounded. Ooh, that's a good another one. I'm knocking out these words today. With change comes a new challenge, right? So I'm not gonna have access to the gym I've been going to pretty consistently over this last year. So with that change, I'm gonna have to learn to adapt, right, and come up with new ways to get my workout in, because I'm not gonna have the tools or the accessibility to go to that gym. So that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop working out. I just have to come up with a new way of working out. So that's overcoming your challenges and adapting to your situations. That's the best way to overcome change in your life. And I have a quote, and it goes, hold on, bear with me. Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. And I'll say it again. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So it's all about mentality and all about process and overcoming each challenge that you are confronted with every day. So go out there, be the best version of you this week, meet your challenges, and don't worry about change. Change is gonna happen. Ooh, I like that. And we're gonna just rock out, right? Ooh, I almost said something else. But we're gonna rock out.
I'm glad you left the last part out with the yeah.
I was like, yeah, hold on, this is not that kind of show. But we're gonna rock out and we're gonna have a good day today. So go out there and put your best foot forward and rock out this week. Have a good week.
I love that. Good quote,
Yes,
good
yes.
message. But I want to kind of piggyback on your message though, because you said something that's real, and I don't know if a lot of people realize how real it truly is. That in order to get progress, you got to accept the change, and if you can't change your mind, that's where it all starts. It's in your head. So if you're telling yourself constantly negative things, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's with your recovery, whether it's no matter what it is, if you can't change your mindset, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna literally stay at a standstill. So that is important. I just wanted to say that, make sure I reiterate that, and that's what made me throw that journey thing up there, because that's the part of life and what it is. It's the journey that you want to learn from. Everything in life is gonna be changed, and my brother Wisdom's gonna adapt to this workout change. I can't wait to see what these workouts about to look like. It's about
Yeah,
to
they're gonna be like I've been like slowly like thinking about it. The closer I'm getting to like moving out of here. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna take full advantage of the time that I have here and go to the gym extra hard. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to like turn over this new leaf and come with new ideas and allow myself to think outside of the box to get my workout in. Because I know a lot of people watch my workouts and a lot of people don't have access to what I have access to. So there's not going to be any excuse for moving forward. I'm going to come up with like all things that everybody can do.
You're gonna be like me. Watch.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find a new Panacea.
He about to do it. I can't wait because I'm about to be back. Listen, but
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I will work out with you, but not today.
see,
Yeah, I'm going later.
I'm working out today too, though. I'm going live today on SNU. For all of my boos who watching this, I'm going live on SNU. Get the workout in. I've been going live again, y'all. I'm stepping my game back up because I gotta put me first. I know I'm trying to do school and everything else, but we gotta learn the balance. And I'm trying to get this together. But I'm human. So anywho, let's get into it. Miss Courage.
I'm gonna
Let's
work out with you off camera.
off camera. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, boo.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Power of social media, because social media has a huge power over all of us. And I'm going to start with you, Miss Courage. What are your pros and cons for social media and your thoughts?
Whew. You say social media has been around since 2000?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am sad to say that it's been around for me probably the last maybe 5 years. I was never a big social media person because I'm choosy about who I let in. You know, it was a big part to even post a picture.
Yeah.
And I'm still overcoming that because I wasn't the type that take pictures.
Yeah.
So when people like oh, you want to go live? You want to come in? No, you know, a part of courage is just being on this show because I get so nervous before we go live that I be like, oh Lord, I'm nauseated, I'm sick, I'm just hurting, you know. But I think social media could be good and it have its bad. The good things I've seen is that it's been a lot of connection. And what I mean about that is people go through stuff that they can't find connection within their family and they reach out to social media. Just like us.
Mhm.
We became friends through social media. And it's a bad side because you also have the bullying. And I had to really just think about this because I was sitting up there thinking like all the negativity that social media have. And I was like, well, you know what? It's really backstabbing coming to the front. I mean, because it's no longer that you tell a girl, "Oh, you look good in that dress," and then behind her back you be like, "Man, she shouldn't have wore that. She had too much stomach." Then now it's just like, "Girl, now when you go live, you don't need to wear that dress." So it's like, you know, are we capable of dealing with people being straightforward with us? Or are we okay with somebody saying stuff behind our back? So
True.
I guess it goes with the mindset.
Yeah.
Are you able to take that, the truth?
I guess to go with that though, is it really the truth? Because how many people go on social media and just say or do whatever and it don't be the real truth? You know what I'm saying? You know how they say misery love company? So when people
Yeah.
are happy in themselves and then they see you go live and you maybe don't have a size 2 body, so you in a
Mhm.
fucking 18, so you bigger. So you know what I'm saying? They gonna say something to you to make you go down to their level because they already miserable. So they want to make you feel self-conscious about what you're doing so you can be like them. So is it really truth or is it just misery loving company? What do you think, Wisdom?
I think there's like everything in life. There's a good side and a bad side,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Um, like if I to piggyback off what Courage was saying, we would have never met up if it wasn't for social media, right?
Right.
So there's a good in that, and the negative is sometimes we let social media kind of influence our lives too much. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that is, um, if you don't get a certain amount of likes, or it's all like superficial stuff, but you tend to boast. Not everyone is going to be real, right,
Right.
with what they post. So in your eyes, you see certain individuals and you're like, oh, they're living their best life. Not
Mhm.
really. Not
Right.
really. That's just what they're presenting, right? Like
Right.
you don't know what their day to day goes, what goes to their head or what they're feeling at that certain moment of time. Um, but also, like, to leave it on a positive note, um, and I'll speak for myself. When I first had my stroke, I was real like self conscious about how I looked and how I spoke.
Mhm.
Um, but going on social media and just leaving it all up there,
Mm-hmm.
it allowed me to kind of get over that and heal in a way that I don't think I would have had the same healing if I wasn't on social media. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Social media helped you realize you weren't the only one. Social
Hmm.
media made you have the courage to be who you were because you realize, hey, we all kind of going through something. And everybody got the
Mhm.
twisted face or whatever it is that you know what I mean. So I can see how social media was definitely empowering because it empowered me to feel like that's where strength actually was born. I didn't realize the strength that was really in me until I became a part of social media and really utilizing it after my stroke and seeing that I was really having an influence over people's lives. And so I was like, oh, I guess it really is a purpose for my pain. Because at first I only used it because I live 1,600 miles from my family, and I was like, I want them to be able to know my kid and blah blah blah. So I got it to post videos and all that kind of stuff just so the family could keep up to date. But then life happened and I had a stroke, and then I realized the power that came with social media. But with that also came cyberbullying and people saying stuff to me like I made a video on the Strengthen You page, and it was with me putting on a waist trainer with one hand. And then for me, that was the best accomplishment in my life. Because listen, this fat is real. Trying to get in this waist trainer. This is the truth. I'm putting it on. But I had people getting in my inbox like, yo, fat ass should just lose weight. Don't be trying to teach me how to put on this waist trainer. Duh, duh, duh. And at first I got mad and it hurt my feelings. But then something clicked in me and I was like, oh shit, I got haters. I started feeling good. Like I must be doing something right that I'm stuck on their mind for them to leave me a negative comment. So I started to be like, oh, there's power with this social media thing. So I guess it's about perspective and the power that you choose to give away to social media and the people that's in it. Because you got to remember that they just people, and they not all like I said, they not all being honest or truthful about what it is that they going through. So their opinion of what you going through has no relevance to your life.
It'd be like
Yeah.
I was watching somebody the other day and they was going live and somebody was being rude. And he was like, when you go live and you trying to like you going live to represent your business or you trying to sell something, somebody's negative. He said you can't feed into that. What you do is just block them and keep on going because they just there, they miserable, they watching you. It might be something they trying to take away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And me, like I said, I'm not a social media thing. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to show all three of my pools.
I can't take her. She tell me I'm trying to show all three of my food.
Yeah, but I still want to be like, but you can still have a pretty face.
I hate it here.
Yo, I don't know who this courage is, but I like this version.
I love it, man. Don't you love it? It's so honest and raw. I love it.
I'm just, cause I feel like I didn't miss out a whole lot, like just like I feel like I've been in a cage, like in a dark, and I'm just ready to bust out. Like I'm just ready, like I'm tired of all this darkness. I'm ready to just laugh and have fun.
Yes, come through with that strength in you, girl.
And once you get like that, it's like everything just lift up off of you. Then once somebody just come with negativity, you just stop it. Like you know what? I ain't even gonna read this message. I'm just gonna delete it. You're not
Right.
gonna steal my joy today. you know.
And that's how you gotta look at it. Don't let people steal from you what you deserve. You know,
Hmm.
it's easier said than done because like I've recently got into something where they're not really family, but they're a part of my family. And it was about social media because I had took something that I didn't think I had to ask for permission for. And it created a whole web of crap. Let's use that word. And it was like, but it's social media. Social media is public. And if you post something to a public forum, you shouldn't be mad about if somebody takes your photo, if somebody takes your singing, if somebody takes whatever it is that you posted to social media because it's a public forum. So I'm just like, people have given social media so much power to ruin their relationships. It's crazy. I had people like, you ain't post me in that video, or you ain't post me when we was together last night. It's like, really? Is that what we come down to? Like that social media tells how much we love each other? Like, give us you guys comments put your comments over there and let us know what you think about social media, the pros and the cons, and if it was beneficial or not to your life. Because I find benefit and displeasure in social media.
Yeah.
And I think I think it's just like with anything else that we do in this world, though. It's about perception, about perspective. And if you get on social media and you use it for elevating your life, you can't use social media for elevating your life. Only you can elevate your life. You got to literally remember social media is a form of entertainment. So the stuff that's on there is not necessarily true. It's just on there to either give you something to see or something to read or whatever. Because I know we get ads all the time. Is it just me, or when you talk to your friends about something, then you open your social media ad for that thing?
All the time. Like I was talking to my brother about we all grew up on Guitar Hero, right?
Okay.
And a fun game. And I have the last one that came out, and I let my nephew borrow it because he wanted to play it. So I was talking to my brother about it, and sure enough, I went on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, guitar lessons." I'm like, "Stop listening, phone."
Right.
I want to take my cell phone and throw it.
No, when you search the messenger, and it was like, we talking about social media. And immediately when I read it, the Allstate commercial came on, and he was like, I got to post today because if I don't feel important.
What?
And he did. I was like, okay.
He's not wrong. There's like people out there who literally have to post their whole like. Granted, I do share a lot, but not everything I do is I post about it. Like there's times when I'm doing things, I'm just living in the moment. You know how to like share it with the whole world.
I mean, if it's positive, I don't mind you sharing it. That's for anybody in the world. What drives me crazy is when your life is just in a turmoil state because we all go through it, and things is just messed up, and they got to go on social media every single time. Or every time you mad at somebody, you got to post that on social. Like that stuff is what I don't really get with it, because I'm just like, that's unnecessary energy. Like, we already got negativity just around us in general, so we don't need to add to when it's already at the forefront of life. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part. Social media got a panacea today.
Yeah. I like, to be honest. Hold on. I agree. It's all in your perspective. It's not actually social media that's the culprit, but the negative comments made by the miserable, small-minded individuals that can ruin it for a lot of people. Very, very true.
Absolutely.
We're gonna sit here like murmur the whole time.
Thank you. I'm so glad you didn't, because I was going to read it out loud after you.
I was like, read this out loud. Because I sure enough went.
I know it. All of us got on glasses and we both like.
Yo, but honestly, like, I was thinking about it. When it comes to I was gonna say something about it. Fuck. Come back to me. It'll come back. It'll come back.
We're basically talking about how but the last thing we were saying, how social media is basically the devil, but it's not really about it ain't Facebook or social media in general. It's really the people that makes social media just.
Oh, I remember. Okay. So I hate when I was younger. I was one of those people who, like, every time I got upset, like, I went on social media.
Oh, you was one of those.
And every once in a while, like, people can remember 10 years ago when you were an idiot, and then I had to like face palm and be like, that's not me anymore, But like, Facebook remembers everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Cause I didn't got some notification reminders when I first had my stroke, and I was lashing out. I was going off, and I was like, "Ooh, I said that."
You done brought up a thing, because I think we all did that. Because when I first had my stroke, I was on social media real sad because I was ugly. I had this hair growing all over my face because of this medicine, and I was just ugly. And I was like, I just want somebody to help me. I was on that sad, but again, we were all in the beginning of our strokes, so we were still new to all of it. But you have people 5, 10, 12 years down the line that's like, woe is me. I'm so sad. Life is miserable. And it's like, shut the hell up. We get it. Not just about but just about bad things in your life in general. That's what life is. It's not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? So don't nobody want to hear you complaining about it all the time. It's like just get up and do what's necessary. So I don't think nobody should feel bad if you're, I'll say 4 years and under. You get about 4 years to learn how to process and deal with big traumatic things if it's big enough. You know what I'm saying? But if it's minor and your homegirl pissed you off, don't get on social media and tell her business. Don't go on social media and rant and rave, and like that's unnecessary. That's what I'm saying. That's the part of social media that is
And
like
it makes you look sloppy. Like a lot of people don't like that. Like I don't want to be petty and like unfriend people, but I've had to like mute them, right? Like I don't want to see that on my timeline.
I had to
I'm
do
not
that.
going to be petty and unfriend you, but I don't want to see your post. Like a lot of your posts are negative. I don't got time for that.
Right. You got to protect your own peace. And that's part of the setting boundaries we talked about the other day. Even with social media, you have to set boundaries because social media have people commit suicide all the time because everybody don't have the power to deal with all this negativity that's just coming at them because they already live in a house that's negative. Then they go to work that's negative. Then they got to be with a spouse that's negative. Then you got to deal with social media that's negative. It's like, dude, that's just too much negative. Now, at some point, it's like, why the hell am I even still here if it's all gonna be negative? So I get it and I understand, but setting boundaries are important for your peace. Protect your peace at all costs. Online dating during the pandemic sucks. That must be what's his face. That's another thing. Though.
That's
Yes,
another
it is,
thing.
nigga.
Who is that?
I think that's our boo. Crusher, is that you, honey?
Oh,
No, but
Is that
I
the
really
boo?
want everybody to like really take heed for what social media is. It can be used for really great things. We've met this group of people right here have met because of social media. And we have built this bond and this friendship that I don't think will ever go anywhere just because of who we are and what we expect from each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't
I love you guys too.
but let the
You.
power of social media do what it's meant to do. Don't let it control you and make you miserable. Because remember, all those people who throwing negative comments at you or in your DMs or wherever the negativity is, chances are they're the ones who's miserable. And you may need to separate yourself from that person, and that's okay. Because as Wisdom said, you don't have to unfriend them. You can just mute their negativity because you don't want it in your life, and you get to choose what you want to do. What you laughing at?
It is Crusher.
Oh, we're gonna have a pandemic conversation, but not this show.
Not
Yeah.
so. Okay, y'all, but I sure was finna get into it. I was gonna say, okay, social media and relationships. I don't think, with another show.
Well, that is part of social media, though. Now you can talk about that actually, because that's important. Because people search for relationships on social media, and it's important that you find friendships more than other relationships because friendships soar into other things. So it's just important that you search for what's important. Having what's it called, companionship from social media. I don't know if that's gonna necessarily happen like that. It's a possibility, but again, you
You
have to
know what
build.
I don't like? You know what I don't like? The couples who have their name together on a profile, like they share a
Oh
profile.
yeah.
Karen, get your own.
Hi,
Okay, see,
Jolene. Hi,
that's what I was
Jolene.
going towards. Like, you have your page, they have their page, but why can't you just be freely like you got to be careful about who you accept as a friend or you
I
know.
think stuff like that comes when you don't have trust in your relationship.
Yeah.
When the person has maybe cheated, or maybe it's a self-esteem issue, so you're not really comfortable
But
with them.
really, if you think about it, like those, like, if you look at those profiles, they're both ugly.
Thanks, Jolene. You said what? Wisdom. I'm
You
sorry.
said they ugly.
I thought he said that. He
They're
said you
both,
said one was
they're
ugly.
both
They said
like
one was ugly. They had two ugly
who
profiles.
who cheated? Who cheated? Come on,
Now
really?
you know, like I know, though. You know, like I know. Let's be clear. Let's be real clear. People not just attracted to physical. If you make a girl laugh hard enough, she gonna probably take her panties off. If you make a man
Well,
be
I'll be drowning in it if that was the case.
well, when you get your own crib, you probably gonna really be drowning in it in real life.
Probably.
See, right now it's different because you with the parents, but it's but
Oh, Junior moving to his own place.
look,
Joy,
look, Courage, like I'm on my way.
Whoa!
I'm on my
Relax.
look, Joy,
way.
we gotta go down there on security.
Get back on the schedule. Get back on the
I've never been more red on this show ever. Oh my god.
They about to be in your DM, Joy. Okay, but listen, the power of
Cyber security, dude.
relationships, guys. That's what we was about to say before. Courage was ready to go down to Julia's place, but
I was going to secure.
Yeah. That's what they
friendships are
call
more.
it now.
Your most important relationship is a friendship. So everything else will fall in line. But social social media, the pros and cons. Let's just give 3 good pros. Friendships.
Mhm.
Your turn, Wisdom.
Communication, right? You can talk to anybody all over the world. I have friends that I talk to who are in Japan, who are in the Middle East and different places. I have friends all over, which is really cool. Australia.
Mhm.
Yes. And what about you, Miss Courage? What's a pro for you for social media?
Support.
Support.
Yeah.
So those are 3 things, guys. If you focus on those 3 things, everything else that's negative, let's talk about those cons that we need to just either mute, unfriend, or don't acknowledge.
Hmm.
So let's talk about them cons. Negativity, cyberbullying. I'll go with one more specific. Cyberbullying.
In this day and age, you have to really be careful about what you say and how you say it, because like a lot of people get offended too quickly, in my opinion. And whether it's a lighthearted jab or whatever, you can like totally ruin someone's day. So you got to be really careful with what you say and how you say it. And a lot of people give too much power to these people online who have nothing better to do but to make your life miserable. Like you're giving them too much power, really. They're not paying your bills. They're not feeding you. They're not doing anything for you. So why does their opinion matter?
What you said.
And you might not ever meet them.
You may not never meet them. What you snap. That is huge. And you got to remember, with social media, you are self-disclosing. Self-disclosure. So what you don't want out there, don't put out there. Do not put business out there that you don't want nobody else to use against you, because people will do that. So that is important to make sure you're disclosing only what you want to know, or what you want people to know. And this Facebook news, I think that's Mr. Crusher said, education, that's a pro to social media, guys, that you can get.
Yo.
That's a huge pro, because You can join these different groups and learn about your health and learn about stuff that you weren't necessarily taught as a kid or in school or by anybody. So I mean,
Well, as an adult, let's be honest. Like, yeah, education doesn't stop when you get out of school.
you better
It
say that.
continues every day, every single day. Try to learn something new every single day. I know from my experience online, I've learned so much about my own stroke that you would think I would have learned from my doctors.
Right.
But I've learned from other survivors and other people going through the same struggle like myself. So education is a big part of a big role, if you ask me.
I can't agree with you more. That I would encourage anybody. I still tell people all the time, play brain games and all that kind of stuff. Because although you think it's not teaching you anything, playing those games with other people and they putting these new words in, you're learning something. So literally everything we do is a learning act. Even stuff, what you see in the streets and people doing out there, you either learning what to do or what not to do. You learn from kids, you learn from these podcasts, like there's so much education around us. You just got to be open to it. So, as Wisdom said, education is every day, all day. You need to try and go out of your way to learn something new daily because that's the only thing that is constant.
Well, I'm finding out that you have to because, like, 5 years ago, I would be like, I'm a computer person. I can do anything on the computer. And within the last 5 years, just the computer stuff can change so drastic that the other day I was sitting crying like I'm so dumb. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Because everything changed so rapidly now that you have to keep up with it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Just
Wait,
going out for a job, it's like just different.
you are not listening. Let me tell y'all something. I was trying to help my youngest with his homework the other day, and I called my sister and I said, I am not smarter than a fifth grader. Like, I know, listen, I didn't learn this stuff. And then I hate to say it, and I hate to just live it and know that it's real. But you remember, I grew up in the inner city. I grew up in Chicago, the South Side. My kids kind of live in a suburban life. So the stuff that they learn is way different than the stuff that I learned. And it's sad, but inner city schools don't get the same education as these suburban kids. And it's unfortunate, but I learned that. And now I realize I really feel stupid. It's like, I'm not part of it. I got to go on YouTube and all this stuff to learn all this. I don't know. So I'm
And
feeling
honestly, talk about YouTube. There's a lot of stuff that I learned from watching. Like I put on, like I like falling asleep to like sounds.
uh-huh.
So I like put on like a documentary about animals or whatever, and then I fall asleep to it. And I feel like my brain is still learning.
Absorbing, yep.
Yeah,
It does.
that information, even though I'm like sleeping. So that's a good way to work out and get education. When you don't, even if you don't want to, right? So your brain never stops learning, and it's never stops to work. So if it's gonna work, give it something to do.
Mm-hmm. 100%. And I agree with that. And that's actually great advice because even though you're sleeping, subconsciously you're still learning. So all that information that's being fed, it really is registering. And you'd be surprised somebody gets to ask you questions about that thing you listen to, you're gonna get the answer.
All the time, I'm like, how do I know that? It's because I do that.
Uh-huh. See, that's probably why I know how to pee good because I listen to rain sounds at night.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just had to laugh about something. No, but that is actually excellent advice. Let's see. Sleep teaching. I used this in high school. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay. That's how we know it's a real thing. But no, it really is a thing because some of this music I don't even be knowing it. But because I go to sleep with music sometime, I wake up with knowing music I don't even know I know. So that is important to find ways that works for you for your brain to just get something because something is better than nothing and it goes a long way. So don't stop trying to educate yourself and be the best version of yourself because as long as you got breath in your body, baby, you got growth, you got change, you got all those things that you meant to have. I am so like overjoyed about this girl right here, Miss Courage. The energy that came from this woman today, y'all, I just have to put her on blast. And the smile that's been radiating all through the show today has been amazing. We appreciate you, girl. Yes, shine your light, Courage.
Thank you. I'm going to Florida.
Yeah, I love her laugh. I love her laugh. I swear.
I'm going to Florida.
Listen, before I get off of here, I want to remind. Nope, I don't want to remind nobody yet. I want my booze to remind y'all first before I send you with the last reminder. Courage, what you want to remind with the people?
To remind them that I always look for that beauty every day. Beauty is always something that, man, it could be something, someone, just the thought of them, just to make you smile. Just find something that's going to make you happy. It's happiness in everything. Every struggle you go through, it's always some beauty into it. And I found my beauty from my great nephews.
Or Big Daddy.
You know what? You know what? Sir Wisdom. Don't be messy. Guys, while he cracking up, I'm just gonna say, I hope we
Y'all see, that's what happens when you connect with people through social media.
This is the power of social media right here. This
Your brother just come out of nowhere and just stop you.
That was funny.
He legit cried.
I'm done. I'm just done.
Hold on, before you go into your thing, I just want to remind you guys, stay positive and stay strong with everything that you do. Stay positive in your mindset, stay positive in your outlook, and put some good out in the world. Go out there and smell a flower. Do what you have to do to find your inner beauty, whether it's Big Daddy or whatever.
I hate him so much.
And guess what? I will tell y'all a secret.
Here she goes.
The medicine for today. What is it? Panacea for today of darkness is what we've been doing this whole show. Laughter. It don't cost you nothing. Just laugh. Laugh at yourself. 5 minutes of a good laugh and you will see a whole better feeling inside.
Mm-hmm. Yo, facts.
And that's
Courage.
That's how I got.
Look at that growth, and it took social media to pull her on up out that cage.
I know.
Yes, social media come through with the social.
I'm out the cage and I ain't going back in.
Don't go back in that cage. We done locked it up and buried it down. You can't even get in there. It's gone, girl.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Guys, I'm going to remind you that number one, we love you. We appreciate you and we value you more than anything. I'm going to also remind you to subscribe like I always do and click that bell for the notifications. And you can also download on Spotify or iHeart. Download, share, and give it to the people who need to get a laugh or two in their life because you need that. It's important. Tune in to Strokes of Humor every Wednesday at 4:00, and then join us for
4:00 Mountain Time.
Oh yeah,
6:00 Eastern Time, guys.
Throw Central on that too.
5 o'clock Central.
5:00 Central. 3:00 Pacific.
All that. And then join us for support group every Friday. It's at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. 6.
No, 6 Central.
No, 5 Central now. It's been changed. Y'all better get your lives together.
Trust me, I know. Because I didn't hear the end of it last Friday. Because I showed up at 7. And it was
they
at
made
6.
me change it just for them and they ain't show up.
Okay, so one more time for the people that's lost.
For the people in the back. For the people in the back. Support group is every Friday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there.
Yo,
Write that shit down. Y'all gonna have me cussing on the show.
Pacific, 3 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern.
What you talking about?
You said Central twice.
Oh. Okay.
I was like,
All I know is I'm 5 o'clock.
We love y'all. Have a great day. Remember, come through, push through with that strength in you. That's the only way that you can get through. Until next time, honey love, put that crown on. Put your lantern inside your crown. Turn that light up. Let it radiate all over your body. Anything that's not positive gonna bounce back off you because you ain't accepting no negativity because you setting boundaries for yourself. We love you. And until next week, honey love. Mwah, 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 mwah.